In this episode 13, I want to talk about an experience of my good friend, Dr. Shankar. He was going through very tough circumstances. So, to express his feelings exactly or more likely, I want to talk about this particular experience in his own words, in first person. So, what he says is, my wife, he says, my wife was very sick and down with immense pain. She was suffering from an incurable disease where pain is very much. Pain occurs in almost all the limbs. I had left post-retirement professorship at IIT Kanpur and was busy 24 hours to take care of her. I was always worried for what to do next to relieve her pain. I faced challenges more than one almost every day. And under these circumstances, I received a phone call. A phone call from abroad. The number suggested that it was from USA, but it was not from my daughter. She was staying in USA. I do not know why I picked up the call. Maybe to divert my mind from the daily routine, tough routine of helping my wife. Normally, I would not pick a call from abroad unless I know who is calling. There are so many frauds these days. And as I picked it up, the other side immediately came up with the words, "Am I talking to Dr. Shankar?" The caller asked. He gave his name, say Mr. X, because I'm very poor in remembering the names. And he also gave the name of his university where he was working and he was calling from. I did not know anyone by that name. So I told him that I did not know anyone by that name. Maybe, might be, that he is confused and was looking for some other Shankar. There are so many Shankars around. Immediate came the response, "Sir, please don't hang up. With lot of difficulty, I have got your number. I know I am talking to the right Shankar." He continued, "I took training under you long back at the regulatory board. It was my practice to take as many trainees as logistically possible. I found them very useful for increasing the output of the group, as these trainees are very sincere and hardworking. This is the first time they are working in an office. There is no dearth of projects in a group which are not only interesting, but nobody would like to do it. As it may not, people are very selfish. So, as it may not directly be helpful in their career, the trainees are very glad to take them up. To make it a win-win situation, I used to help the trainees not only in their work but also after the training is completed. During the training, I interacted with them on a daily basis. To make sure that the caller was one of them, I asked him, "Who was the supervisor I assigned to you?" On hearing that, On hearing the supervisor's name, I could recollect who he was. He had taken training for more than 4 months. That was rather unusual for trainees. They normally come for 1.5 months, 2 months. He was a reluctant, below average trainee when he joined. Not interested in the project which I gave it to him. I could gauge his interest and change his project to a slightly deviated discipline. And he suddenly got interested in that. I had given him unusual attention to motivate him. I also helped him in getting admission to an American university after he completed his graduation in Mumbai. The caller thanked me profusely for the training and motivation that was given to him long back. He said that I helped him in changing his professional field of work. And now he is in a very good position. He is a professor in a renowned university with a number of patents to his name. He was very grateful and would like to remain in touch with me through email. He did send me an email. But unfortunately, I was so occupied that I could not maintain the contact. But this was an incident, a happy remembrance forever. I recollect that there were a number of trainees who gave credit of getting their first job to the training they received from me. They believed that I briefed them and guided them so well that they could answer all the training related questions very confidently in their first job interview. Those who just graduate, normally in the interviews, they ask them about their training. And I considered it as my humble contribution. So I stop here for this episode. In the next episode, I will continue with another experience of Dr. Sankar. Thank you very much.